Revenge on my cheating wife, as well as the karma that came afterwards. Posted by a deleted Reddit user.
So, I am in the army, and I was married. I was approaching my first deployment to Iraq. It was very stressful, and it had my wife wanting me to find a way to stay and not deploy. Obvious things any wife would try to talk about. Anyways, so we have no kids but both want them. So, we talk about getting out of debt while I'm gone. She talks to her best friend back home in another state where we are both from. Her friend agrees to let her move in and charge a modest $300 in rent so that we can get out of debt and start a family when I come back. A plan I was actually very pleased with. I deploy, she is there crying her eyes out, saying she will miss me and loves me, and we will start a family when I get back. Fast forward 2 months. She starts acting distant. Not wanting to talk much on our scheduled calls or text back 1 or 2 word answers. We've been together for 6 years, and she is never at a loss for words. Anyway, one day she says I need some space. She asks someone who is 10,000 miles away for space. I asked why, she says she just needs space. She wants to find herself. So, I remember back when we lived at home, she had a guy who was always being borderline inappropriate. I'm not a very jealous person and I trust her. So, I start seeing said guy on in basically all the pictures she posts with the group. Every time, he is in the picture. Everyone else changes but never him. So, for the first time I'm very jealous and uneasy about everything. So, I clone her phone, so I receive every text she receives, as well as every text she sends. I'll never forget the first text I saw after cloning her phone. "Hey babe, I'll see you after work, want me to save you any of my leftovers?" From her to him. It destroyed me. I lost 35 pounds in a week. I didn't eat or sleep, I stared at the phone watching every conversation. Watching them talk about trying to have a baby. It was literally everything a married person fears. I ask her if she is seeing someone, and she says no she isn't. She is taking care of herself, and she loves me, blah blah. I didn't say anything about receiving her texts for 2 months. Over this time, she finally admits cheating, and that he is so much better than me at sex, treating her right, and he does what she wants. During this time, she pays our debt off, gets tattoos with him, matching I love you tattoos, goes to shows with him, buying clothes, etc. All that, with the money I'm making. So, this is where revenge starts. I put a freeze on the account for a month. In that time I change every password to every account to things she won't guess, army jargon slang terms. I block her on Facebook and my phone, so she has no way to contact me. She lost her car to repo a few months later, got kicked out of her place, had to sell her prized shoes and purses just to stay alive. I then find out she got a job at her old restaurant. So, I post all the text conversations I have with her and the guy, talking about having babies that have timestamps on it, as well as post conversations we had with the matching timestamps, showing all of our friends what she has done. I then have friends call and complain at her job constantly on both him and her. They work at a restaurant, so I also have friends dine and dash. They both get fired. So, she tries to call my command and tell them that I am abandoning her and she can't provide for herself. My commander knows what is going on. He does nothing because he had something similar happen. Then about a month before I come back, she calls me from another number to tell me she is pregnant with his kid. Mind you, I'm still gone, so we cannot get divorced yet. She moved away with him. 10 hours from me. April 24, 2018. She calls me 5 months pregnant, crying uncontrollably asking me where she should go. Apparently, they have a giant blow-up fight. She tells him she is leaving. She says she doesn't know where to go, and I simply say sorry, not my problem anymore. Fast forward January of this year. She calls me from a mutual friend's phone. Her. He hit me, I don't know what to do. Me. Maybe, you don't cheat on your husband when he is deployed for some guy who talks a big game. Her. Well, I guess you are happy about this? Me. No, but I'm glad I know I'm not the bad guy in this story. And then the next month. Her. He is cheating on me with 2 girls. I'm sorry. I regret everything I did. I fucked it all up. Me. Yeah, you did. All in all, this woman destroyed my life. Put me into a deep depression I'm still dealing with. But I do feel a little better having proof that I wasn't the problem. To think, if this happened even 10 or 5 years ago, I would have come back to an empty bank account, an empty house, as well as seeing my then wife pregnant with another man's baby. She actually hit me up yesterday to ask for some money to help cover rent. Edit, answer a few questions. I realized I left out that we got divorced before the kid was born, so I have no financial responsibility to her. I haven't now for almost a year. I mainly used T-Mobile's digits service to clone the phone. Google it, I don't feel like typing it. Also, no, I wasn't celebrating that she was physically abused. I did tell her to call the cops, but that's all I did. It's not right to abuse someone, but I also have no responsibility to watch out for her well-being.
Wow, you got lucky, OP. You dodged a fucking bullet. I really hate shallow people that blow their money on useless crap. Can you just imagine just how much your life might go down the shitter if you actually had a kid with that cheating ex of yours? She'll drain you even worse than she already did. I mean, seriously, she was going on dates, having tattoos, buying random shit with another man, while using the money that you've earned by literally putting your life on the line. That is just a real piece of shit move. The perfect woman will come to you in the right time, OP. Don't worry. Someone who prizes shoes and purses when they are trying to save to start a family is immature at best and shallow at worst. You may not have realized it immediately just what kind of person she really is, because selfish and narcissistic people are amazing at hiding their shitty personality. Luckily for you, she showed that shitty personality before she could tie you down forever by getting pregnant with your kid. You dodged a bullet, my friend. My wish for you is that next time, you'll find a woman with substance. Someone who already learned life's lesson. Someone who isn't selfish, narcissistic, and most importantly, not a cheating bitch. The karma that followed your ex-wife was all because of her stupid decisions. She had a loving husband, a roof over her head, a good source of income, and a very comfy life. She chose to throw all of that away because she wanted another man's dick. Yes, it is unfortunate that she got physically abused, but all of this happened because of her bad decisions. Decisions that she will now have to face the consequences of. Now, she's jobless, broke, borderline homeless, and she will be a single mother to a douchebag's baby. I hope the better sex that her affair partner gave her was worth it. I'm glad that you were able to protect your bank account and assets, OP. Never let that woman near you ever again. Also, try to get some therapy for your depression. It's never too late. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to Patson to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.